Hello everybody, welcome to our channel. Today I'm going to show you what to do if your charging isn't working on your Motorola ThinkPhone 25. If your device isn't charging, there is a few quick steps to help you fix the problem. First, check up your charging cable and adapter. Look for frayed wires, bent connectors or signs of damage. Also make sure the charger is compatible with your device. Not all chargers deliver the same power. Next, inspect the charging port on your phone. Dust and dirt can block the connection. Use a non-metallic tool like a wooden toothpick to gently clean the port if it's dirty. Next up, go to Settings, Battery, and Charge Boost. And make sure your fast charging is enabled if your device supports it. Sometimes this feature gets turned off after update, so make sure it's turned on. If charging still doesn't start, try using a different charger or a different power outlet. This helps you find out whether the issue is with the device or the charger itself. And finally, you need to make sure your device's software is up to date. To check it, you'll need to go to your settings and down here to System Updates and click Check for Updates. If there is a new update, make sure to update it, because software updates often include fixes for charging and battery bugs. With these steps you should be able to get your device charging again. So thank you for watching and subscribe to our channel.
Hi everybody and welcome back to the HardReset.Info channel. Today I'm going to tell you the best top hidden features you need to know about your Motorola ThinkPhone 25. So, actually, the first thing I wanted to tell you is that here in this phone we do have a feature called a Smart Connect. And this feature allows you to link your phone with a PC or tablet, especially in the Lenovo Motorola ecosystem, so you can share keyboard, mouse, files, and even use the phone camera as a webcam. And it's very useful and cool, especially when you're a student or you are, I don't know, you want to learn something new, or you want to just have your own files synced. And the second thing from me to you is that here in this phone we can boost our gaming experience even more, like for example in the iPhones that we don't like. And at first, to do so we can go to the settings and here scroll all the way down to the About Phone. Now tap on the RAM and enable this option. When you enable this option, select the first option over here. And this is the AI Auto option, and it automatically optimizes your memory, and it uses your storage up to 8 GB. And as I can see, it's using AI learning. It's very cool and useful actually, as because when you don't need your really need your RAM boost, it's disabled and boosts your performance overall in your phone and boosts your battery health, battery life, like on the daily basis, and etc. But when you want to play games or something like that, your experience will be boosted and your performance will be boosted and every single thing will be boosted. And apart from that, here in this phone we do have a lot of cool display features. Here, if we go to the display, if we scroll a bit down, we do have two options, and here we do have two options, and the second option here, this is the first time that I came through this option and I was searching for this option everywhere. Here we do have, as you can see, two options, nightlight and flicker prevention. Here, if you do have these two options enabled, that's very, very nice and cool, and it's because here you can, if you for example use your phone very, very much on the daily basis, you want to you are a student or something like that, or just want to watch TikToks, who knows, here we have the SGS certification for the blue light reduction and motion blur reduction, which is these two options over here. And if your eyes get often tired, check here these two options, check it out, and turn this mode on. Apart from that, I don't know if you may have noticed that, but this phone and this screen uses the LTPO technology, which allows adaptive refresh rate up to 120 Hz and has very high brightness. Actually, I was impressed because it's 3000 nits and a 10-bit color. Here you have to go up and tap display refresh rate to have the best battery life. Of course, apart from the 60 Hz, if you want the best smoothness, select the first option, because here you'll have the best battery life when you want the best smoothness, and overall this is the best option from here. Apart from that, you can go back to the settings menu back again, and here we can go down to the system updates over here. Tap check for updates, and now we don't really want to focus on this updating process and Android 15. What I wanted to tell you is that here we do have 5 years of the Android OS and security maintenance releases, which is very, very impressive and very, very cool, because 4 years ago only Apple did so. Then Samsung joined the 7 years. Here, as I can see, we have 5 years of the longevity features, and this is very, very nice and very, very cool. It's because if you're looking for a very private phone, or you want just to use your phone as much as is possible, here we do have it possible. You can keep your phone longer without worrying and becoming it obsolete quickly. Apart from that, here we do have the ThinkShield security, and for example, malware or phishing protection, business grade features, secure folder, etc. And here, if we go back, and go straight to the security and privacy, we can see a lot of cool things, a lot of cool options. Here are these more Android ones, but if we tap more security and privacy, we can see, as I can see, protect from online scammers, enable it. Secure folder, you can set up your secure folder. You can insert every single thing you have wanted to put in the secure folder. You can do a security scan, you can enable the auto log, you can manage the theft protection, device between apps, encryption credentials. Here they have, as I can see, plenty of the security features, so check that out. Apart from that, here we can, you can go to the camera and ask for the camera. Although it's not a full flagship camera beast, like for example Vivo X200 Pro, Vivo X200 Ultra, Huawei Pura 80 Ultra, 70 Ultra, etc. Here, this camera offers some strong features, like for example 50 megapixels main with OIS, telephoto, 3x optical zoom, and ultra wide. On the support side, there are models like night vision, raw capture, panorama 360, ultra resolution mode, etc. Here, if you go to the Pro, for example, as you can see, we have a lot of cool things, but if you go to more, we can see everything. Here we have, as you can see, tilt shift, ultra resolution, which is 50 megapixels. Here they have, as you can see, dual capture and dual capture, which when one of it is when you are mainly recording from this camera, and secondly from the back camera, or otherwise. Here, if we go back again to the Pro and tap this gear icon over here, but let me quickly lower the brightness level. It's too much. It should be something like this. Here, as you can see, we have all of cool features, like for example efficient videos. We can save as H265 or HEVC. Compatibility is limited. As you can see, we have a lot of actually cool features that I don't really want to, because this video will be too long. Don't really want to tell but if you go back here and tap this button, we can see that here they have format, but here they have RAW, JPG, or some other that I don't see. It's RAW plus JPG. As actually, it's very clever, very nice feature. The RAW format is very rarely seen in the phones. So yeah. And now maybe maybe let's talk about some pluses and minuses about this phone. More like pluses, but more technical things. About the durability and business-oriented design, here they have with IP68 and Neo SDT 810H, nerdy things, like as I know. This phone is built to handle tougher environments than typical phones, and if you carry your phone into dusty outdoor work and site environments, this durability helps. Also consider a good protective case, even though the phone is tougher than average. It's because, as you can see, here I do have a case, and it's very cool and useful. This is the original one, but what I do recommend is to have maybe some other case which is more protected than that. And the back panel is made of aramid fiber, which gives a distinct texture and a premium feel, which I have to agree. About the charging and convenience, here they have the 68 watts of wire charging and 15 watts wirelessly. According to Motorola, you can get around 50% charge in 11 minutes, something like that, which is depending on the conditions and of course according to the marketing. If you use the original charger and certified charger, or charging convenience may be worth considering, especially for desk or night use. And actually, yeah, I know you may think that the wire charging damages your phone, and I've seen recently research about it, and no, wire charging does not damage your battery at all. In this spec sheet, there is a mention of the touch twice the wire charging area to quickly launch an app. Yes, on the back near the wire screen mark, you may be able to double tap when the phone is on the charger to launch a pre-configured shortcut, for example, camera or calendar. So you can check that out too. Now we can move back to some phone features, like more the software ones. And the final thing that I can tell you is that you can go to the settings and go to the network and internet. Here tap mobile data, and yes, I know that I don't have my SIM card inserted, but that's not about it. This phone supports the dual SIM, one nano SIM and eSIM in many markets. If you want to use your phone more businessively, you can have the one SIM, which is the private SIM, and SIM 2 eSIM for some business contacts. As you can see, this phone feels and looks very premium, so it won't be a pity if you use this phone. It's very nice actually, premium feel, etc. And this allows you actually to keep both on the device, depending on the region and carrier too, but it's in your own to learn about that in your region. I'm talking about the Poland and the USA because I know only about these two regions. And about the rest ones, about the connectivity in this phone is Wi-Fi 6E and Bluetooth 5.3 NFC. And if you carry out mobile payments like NFC, as I said, or use fast Wi-Fi, verify these features are enabled for your region and carrier. But actually, that's it for this video. If you found it helpful, please consider subscribing to the channel and leave a like under our video. It's very important to us to have your feedback, so please leave a comment, like, and let me know about everything. And as I said, that's it. Hope it helps you, and goodbye.
Hello everybody, welcome to our channel. Today I'm gonna show you what to do if your Bluetooth is not connecting on your Motorola ThinkPhone 25. If Bluetooth is not connecting on your Motorola ThinkPhone 25, here is how to fix it quickly. So step 1, open up your settings, connected device, connection preferences, and here Bluetooth. So just toggle Bluetooth off and then toggle it back on. Sometimes a quick reset is all it takes to refresh the connections, but not always. So the second thing, if it doesn't help, just unpair and repair the device. I'll show you on these AirPods. So currently I'm connected. Just click forget device. And then see all. I'm in pairs device. And that's it. If that didn't help, you may consider to restart both your devices, your phone and the Bluetooth device you're trying to connect. Sometimes that can clear your connection issues. If that didn't help, the last step you'll need to do is system update. So you need to check up for updates. Got it. And just download the new update. After following the steps, your Bluetooth should connect normally again. So thank you for watching and subscribe to the channel.
Welcome. In front of me is a Motorola Moto ThinkPhone 25, and today I will show you a couple tweaks and tricks you can do on this phone. So let's just get straight into this, and I'm going to start off by just opening up settings. In here we can start off with the first option that will be pretty decent, which is personalization. Now in here, this is just like a general section where you can customize a bunch of different things, including more benign things like wallpapers, but moving on to some more interesting ones, for instance like the accent colors that you have right here as an example for these toggles, the colors of the setting icons, the icon shapes, and if you have downloaded some kind of icons themselves, you can change them in here as well. You also have fonts, and the device actually comes out of the box with a bunch of different fonts. Now the reason I'm pointing that out is because if a device has even this section, which there isn't very many of them that do, they usually just have two options. Here we have like an entire list of them, so props to Motorola. Now, scrolling further down, we have additional options for things like fingerprint animations. Now, I don't have one set, but I can still change it. Though when it comes down to the animations, there isn't very many of them. Also, one more thing is when setting up your fingerprint animation, if you set it up and you do have the option to either turn it off or just set it to the most minimalistic one so it's least obnoxious, there is still another factor which isn't shown here, which is the bright glowing light that is going to be in the middle that would illuminate your finger. Now, no matter which option you change to, this just won't affect that glow. It's there to basically illuminate your finger so it can clearly see the fingerprint on your finger. Now let's move over to display, and in here we have brightness, or not brightness, the adaptive, not this, sorry, there we go. Sometimes I'm get messed up because some devices have it named not dark theme, but some other things. So in any case, the option that I was actually thinking of was the dark theme. So we have the option to either toggle it on and off from here, and possibly also from your toggles. But if you tap on the text itself, you can see we have schedule option right here. If you click on it, we have two options, custom time or sunset to sunrise. So this will allow you to, for instance, set it up. We would need to change the location settings, so let's allow this. Do I need to still do something? Nope, there we go. So now what will happen with this being enabled, I think we need to keep it like this, is the moment time comes, so when the sun goes down, the device will automatically switch to dark mode. And then again in the morning, it will switch back to light mode, giving you dark theme during the night and light during the day. And those, in my opinion, are kind of the best options, as light mode is clear to see during the daytime, specifically during summer, while dark mode obviously is just nice so you don't get flashbanged by your own device at night when you're trying to see the time. Now, scrolling further down in the display, we have colors. Right under that, we have several different options: vivid, radiant, and natural. And I don't know if this is very visible. There is just a little bit of like a reddish tones that shift between, for instance, the vivid and natural. Between the radiant and vivid, I think the biggest difference is in the blue tones that you can see in the sky. But the reason I'm pointing that out right here, what I can see on the camera being like the biggest difference, is because what I see in person while looking on this device is a little bit different. So, for instance, between vivid and radiant, the entire device screen gets a warmer tone from vivid to radiant. So it becomes closer to like a yellowish, reddish tones, even the white background, while vivid is more bluish. Now, radiant tones it down, kind of like in the middle, and also tones down the colors, which you can see primarily on the camera in reds, but it's not only limited to that, as it tones down the blue as well. And if we also had other colors, I would presume green would be toned down visibly as well. Now, this right here basically will allow you to choose whatever kind of color palette you prefer the most. Vivid mode is usually way too saturated. I personally don't like it. I like natural, which tries to give you a more accurate representation of the colors. While vivid has some perks. So as an example, if you imagine this phone in a store, the phone that you might be paying attention to the most will be the one that has the most obnoxiously bright, vibrant colors. Hence why vivid mode exists. But from a day-to-day usage, I find this to be absolutely annoying, and I personally use natural or all the modes that would basically tone down the colors. I like it to be reasonable. I don't like, for instance, fruits to look like they're radioactive. So you can change it to whatever you want. It's completely up to you. But the option is here. Additionally, you also have the option to change the color temperature. Like I mentioned, between these, for instance, radiant and vivid, you had the white background changing from like the bluish to reddish tones. You can actually change it yourself. So at the bottom, when you have this scroll wheel, or this color wheel, we have also other presets. So we have warm, cold, and custom, along with default. Default is smack in the middle of this wheel, trying to imitate what is closest to white. Warm will be closer to yellow, as you can see, yellow reddish kind of in the between. Cold will be bluish, so the opposite side. And custom just allows me to move it myself, and you can see the entire screen color change. So you can change it to specific tone that you personally prefer. For instance, for reading, you might actually be interested in this kind of very warm look. If you tend to read a lot of books on your phone, this could be a good option right here. But for the purpose of the video, I'm gonna keep it at default. Now, let's move over to the next option, which is the display refresh rate. It's set to auto, but we have two other options. In reality, we technically have one other option. So we have auto, 60, and 120. Now, the reason why I'm saying that there is only really one other option is because auto is a combination of 60 and 120, along with even lower than 60. So when you're not doing anything like right now, the display, I believe, drops to 30 frames to preserve battery life, while when you start scrolling up and down, it snaps instantly to 120 to give you that nice motion clarity and smoothness. Now, if we go back in here, it would kind of mean that auto is also 120, but the difference here is this is permanently running the display at 120. Therefore, it's not giving you the power consumption or benefits or like reductions that the auto does that would drop the refresh rate. This is just permanently running the display at full tilt, wasting energy in places where it doesn't need to, like right here. There's no reason to be displaying this 120 frames of still image basically. So by selecting it to auto, this will preserve battery life. Now 60 might actually get you better battery life if you want to check it out, but personally this will very depend if you see a difference between it and if you're bothered by the difference. I like the smooth motion clarity, the high refresh rate, as it just looks nicer to my eye. Now if you can't see the difference, you can set it to 60 and this will probably get you better battery life. It even kind of says right here, lower battery consumption. So this could be a better option. But because I do see the difference, and the difference is a little bit annoying to me how it looks like, I like to have it on auto. Now if we scroll further down in here, I'm looking also for something that isn't here, so it must be under system, I presume. No, not system. Where is it? Just gonna search for it. There we go. So it was, oh no, it was gestures and then system navigation. So in here we have our system navigation style. Now I have gestures selected, but you can change that even while going through the setup. And once you do, if you want to change it to something else later on, you can find it, like I said, under gestures and then system navigation. And if we go into the settings, we actually have additional options in here, which I personally really like to utilize. So number one, we have one that I don't really care, which is the left and right edge sensitivity. If you find that your device is sometimes basically going back when you were just trying to maybe swipe the page left to right, then you might want to basically decrease this. This would mean that the sensitivity will be, you will need to be more precise to actually activate the back gesture. And you can see when you start swiping, we can see this blue bar. This blue bar defines where your finger needs to start the press and then move outside of it to basically activate the back gesture. So with the lowest one, you can see it takes the smallest amount of space, meaning you need to be really precise about it. Now, because the way I use gesture navigation, I just kind of go from outside of the screen onto it. So I always activate this, no problem. And I don't really have much of a problem with this. But if you do, you can change these settings right here. Now, the option that I do like is the navigation bar. So we have show and hide. And you can hide it in here. Basically gets rid of this bar at the bottom, giving you a cleaner look to the device, while still, hopefully, oh, never mind, not retaining the other option, which is still enabled. Oh wait, because that's not this option. Let me quickly check the other one. Is it here? Interesting. So it looks like we don't have circle to search on here, but we do have the assistant. So that's one thing that I like to turn off, as honestly on other devices, maybe not this one, but to some extent also this one, there is plenty of ways to launch assistant. Like, we don't need this many. So, and just to kind of give you an example, so one way would be to hold your power button. Boom, assistant.
For that, you'll need to connect.
No, I don't need to connect to shit.
For that,
assistant.
connect to a Wi-Fi.
Let me just search. That would technically be assistant. Now there is definitely Gemini, or probably would be once I connect to network, but I haven't since I set up this device, so it hasn't gotten the opportunity to download anything, aka Gemini. But that would be another thing that would be shown in here. And another way you can also launch Google, just to kind of showcase this because it is enabled on my device. Okay, Google. So that's another way you can launch it. And you can also have this right here. So I'm pretty sure there is ample amounts of ways for us to launch this damn thing. So this can go piss off because I genuinely despise when I would be swiping from a corner just in a weird way and I activate the assistant instead of going home. So I personally like to disable this. I actually like to disable a lot of the different things. So also on the power button, I would turn it off because, like, come on, there is plenty of ways to do this. So let's go to, that would be probably also gestures. gestures and quick launch, no. There we go. Press and hold power button, and you can see it right here. We have digital assistant. Another digital assistant would be a probably better description of it. And we have the power menu. So now when you hold your power button, it actually acts like a power button, like it used to, because it never needed to be freaking changed to this garbage. So that's one thing that you can also do to just remove the amount of crap you have on here. But I want to point out, if you're against Google Assistant Gemini specifically, and you want to get rid of it, I just want you to know, unfortunately, there is no way to do that. So you can literally disable Gemini, because you can't delete it. You can disable it in apps, but when you give it a command like I did on the phone that I brought up here, it will still launch, which means it's not actually disabled, which means that feature means absolutely shit. And Google basically uses that to spy on you. So it's gonna be there because, God forbid, Google couldn't get data on you. So yeah, just be aware of that. No matter what you do, it's gonna be listening to you. No matter what you try to do to prevent this, there is no way for you to actually have privacy with anything that is considered a smart device. Now, moving on. And here we have also a fast flashlight, which is actually a pretty neat feature. So you can shake it to turn on the flashlight. And just to kind of showcase this, there we go. Oh God, that is bright. And I was looking straight at it. So just do like a double chop and, geez, I'm still seeing that flash in my eye. Okay. So you can do this double chop and it will launch your flashlight automatically, which is pretty handy. Now, under settings, we can't really do anything else, change it in any other way. We can turn off the vibration, as when you do the chop and it activates a flashlight, it gives you confirmation with the vibration. I would personally like to have it be launched on, for instance, double pressing of the power button, but not really possible right here. And I'm gonna check one more thing. So it still launches it if the device is locked. So that's pretty good. And there was one more thing in here. I wanted to check out. I am still seeing the little flash literally just imprinted in my eyesight. Great. Let's see. Where was this? Oh, there we go. Sidebar. Oh, that took me a while to find. So you can actually enable sidebar, which is very similar to what Samsung has and also Huawei devices. I don't know if other devices do as well, but those are the ones that I remember from top of my head. So you can enable this and it brings up this sidebar somewhere. Just go to the next. Yes, I know how to use this. It's literally a copy of other ones. Oh, there we go. Now it's actually visible. So you can see it right here on the side. So you can swipe up on it and it will bring up this sidebar, which you can scroll on. This can be accessed even if you're in applications, as you can see. And what you can do is just grab applications from here, drag them out, and as you can see, it now allows me to split screen or open it up. Why didn't it open it up in a pop-up view? Quickly try that again. Oh no, okay, it's full screen, not pop-up view, sorry. So you can do split screen up at top or bottom, or just have it open in the full screen application. And and see, it works pretty well. And here you can also swap the positions, I believe. There we go. So it's double tap to do that. It's looking like it's a little bit buggy, as now I have two different pop-ups right here for some reason, but whatever. Might have some kinks to it. So pretty handy option, and you can obviously add or remove applications from here. You can see all the applications as well by clicking on that weird grid icon. Or edit it, there we go. Or edit it by just clicking on the settings. And you can see we can either remove them by clicking on these minuses, or, so you can see, or we can just add additional ones. So pretty handy feature on a device that allows you to just have a quick multitasking access to specific applications. And yeah, highly recommend utilizing that. It's actually a pretty handy option that I myself use very often. But anyway, that about sums it up. So if you found this very helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.
Hello, in this video I'm going to show you the speed up tricks on Motorola ThinkPhone 25. Alright, let's open up our settings first, and let's get access into developer options. To do it, scroll all the way down until you find About Phone. Now, scroll down a little, until you find device identifiers, and on the bottom we have build number. We need to tap on it a few times, just like that. If you have your screen lock set, you might need to type it just like me. We can see on the bottom that we are now a developer. Let's go back twice, and now go into system, and on the bottom we have developer options. Simply tap on that. Now we need to scroll down until we find a few options that we can change. Let me show which one exactly. Transition animation scale, animator duration scale, and window animation scale. You can see that all three of them are currently set on 1x, but to boost the speed and the performance of our device, we can select them completely. We can turn them off, or we can at least put them on 0.5. Simply don't go higher than 1x because it will only slow your device. Personally, for me, the perfect balance between 1x and off is 0.5, so let's select all those options on 0.5. Everything, of course, is up to you. Now let's scroll down a little, because we have last thing that we need to change: find apps and background process limit, and change from standard into at most 3 or at most 4. It's up to you. I'll select at most 3. That's all in developer options, so we can go back. And next thing is checking up, do you have some possible system updates? So let's select that, system updates. I have just updated my device, so I don't have any updates possible. But if you have that possibility, you can click on check for updates. Oh, and actually, I have one update that I can still download. So in my case, I will select update later, but if you have a possibility to download, you should do this ASAP. It's always good to have the latest version of your software. Thanks to that, our device will be working in the best way. Now, let's go to the app side a little, and let's get into apps. And in here, simply, if you have some unused apps, you'll be able to see them here. It's like a suggestion to us that we should simply delete them, because they're only taking our storage space away, and that might be the problem why our device is working slowly. So it's always good to check that. We can also click on not the default apps, my bad. Click on see all, and in here, if you have some apps that you're not using, you can delete them, but be aware that some of those apps on that list are the system apps, and deleting them or force stopping them might cause some bad problems, so you should avoid that. Simply only uninstall the apps that you have manually downloaded. So for example, if you have some games, you can delete them. Same thing with the Facebook, it's not like the system app, so don't worry. The Firefox, it's only the browser. And also, for example, Clash Royale, it has been downloaded automatically, so it's game, it's not the system app or anything like that, so you can easily delete that. Also, in some apps we have possibility to clear the cache. I think that in my case it will be available in the Chrome, so let's tap on that. And now click on storage and cache, and if you have possibility, simply click on clear cache. Don't worry, it doesn't delete any of your data. Cache is simply some junk files that are stacked, and it's always good to clear them by clicking this button. You can see that the cache has been cleared. Alright, now let's get back. If you want, you can also click on the storage right in here and click on free up space. Thanks to that, you can get some more storage space, and your device might start working a little bit better. I'm wondering, do we have some power mode on the battery, but I think that we don't have. Sometimes it's available, but in here it's not. And the next thing is, if you want, you can download some third-party cleaning apps from the Play Store. Simply Open it up, type cleaner or cleaning. You'll have a whole list of apps that you can download. But remember that before downloading anything, it's always good to see the reviews about that app and the ratings from other users. Okay, and the last thing that I want to show you is how to perform a reboot. Rebooting our device regularly, for example once a week, it's completely enough and even suggested, and it's simply useful for our phone's performance. Because during that process our phone rests, we can say it in that way, and also the RAM gets freed up, so it also might help with the speed of the phone. To perform a reboot, we need to launch the power menu. We do it by clicking the power button and volume up button at the same time, just like that. Now all you need to do is to tap on the restart. Now as you can see, the screen has been turned off, and now within a few seconds the device will be automatically turned on back again and it will be ready to use. Alright, and that's all in this video. Thank you all for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment and subscribe.
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got ThinkPhone 25 and let me share with you how to fix up crashing. So first of all, let's open the information of the app which is causing you a lot of problems. So let's pretend that in my case it is Google Chrome. So find the app and tap on it and hold it, and then tap on this info icon. So here, what I highly recommend to do is to first of all clear cache. So go to storage and cache and tap on clear cache. As you can see, your device will immediately remove them. Basically, cache are junk files which are not necessary for the proper usage of the app. Moreover, they can cause some problems, some changes. So it's important to remove cache. So that was the first step, and the second one is to tap on force stop. So just tap on it and confirm it with OK, because sometimes if the app is opened in the background, even though you cannot really see it, it might interfere and it won't open again. After those two steps, you can try to open the app. If that didn't work, then I highly recommend to get back to this app info, remove cache again if it is possible, force stop it again, and then soft reset your device. I mean, simply power it off and then power on again. So press the power button and the volume up button together once, and then tap on restart. Basically, this operation confirms all of the changes like removing cache, etc. Another thing which I highly recommend to do is to actually check for the updates, because sometimes the older versions might have some problems. So simply go to the Play Store. Of course, make sure that you've got the internet connection, and I highly recommend to use Wi-Fi. Moreover, you will be able to do that if you've got your Google account added to the device or after logging in the Play Store. It's up to you how you wish to do it, but it's important. So then all you have to do is to go to search for the app, so in my case Chrome, just find it, and here tap on the Google Chrome. Basically, if the update is available, it will appear somewhere here, so I highly recommend to tap on update and your device will download a newer version. However, if that didn't work, I highly recommend to come back to this section, tap on uninstall, let your device completely remove the app and then install it again. Basically, sometimes downloading directly the newest version is a better option than overwriting it over the older one. So I highly recommend to check this option. And if that didn't work, I also highly recommend to check for the software updates. So go to the settings. Right here we have to scroll all the way down actually to find system updates and tap on check for updates. And if your device will show you the information that you've got a new update, then I highly recommend to simply download it and update the system, because sometimes the developer might fix some problems which are interfering with different apps. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
Hello, in this video I'm going to show the home screen tricks on Motorola ThinkPhone 25. Okay, to launch the customization menu, we need to simply hold on an empty space on our home screen. In here we can quickly change the themes, as you can see from the list. And also we can select another font, for example, this one. And now, under, we have the widgets. They're really useful. For example, I really like to create a clock widget, for example. If you click on the clock, you can see some different styles that you can select. And of course, they also are different when it comes to their size. So, for example, I will select this one, simply hold on it and place it anywhere you want on your screen. For example, in here. Now, select the clock style, for example, solid or transparent. Let's select the solid, and it has appeared on our screen. You can also adjust its size a little bit. That's how you can create the widgets. When it comes to the list of the apps of which you can create a widget, in here you can see all apps. Okay. And next thing is possibility to change the wallpaper quickly. If you click on that, you can create your new wallpaper using the AI. You can select the dynamic wallpaper, the curated images, or simply select a wallpaper from your gallery right in here. Also pretty cool thing. Let's get back. Let's hold on the screen once more. You can click on personalize. In here, again, you can select the themes and the font, but now also we can change the colors of our system. In here we have all possible colors. If you want, you can enable the themed icons. You can see that they will look just like that. You need to click on save if you want to apply it. And now you can see that their style and their color has been successfully changed. Also pretty cool thing. Let's get back into personalization. But for now, I will turn off that themed icons. Just for now. Okay. Click on save if you want to save it. We can also change the icon shape. In here we have 5 possible shapes. To change it, simply click on save. Just like that. Pretty easy thing. Down below you can change the display size and the text. You can adjust the font size and also the display size of the icons. You can also enable the bold text and also enable the high contrast text. Okay, next to it we have the layout. As you can see, we have a lot of possible modes. You can see how it's going to look like when you select, for example, 4:4. If you want to save it, click on save. Pretty easy thing. We can also change the fingerprint animation. We have the radial waves, boomerang, and the chroma dial. You just need to simply select the mode that you like the most. For example, I'll stick to that one. You can also quickly change between dark mode and the light mode right in here. If you want to save it, simply hit the button down below. And now, if you hold, you also have the home settings. You can enable or disable the notification on app icon, select the home screen style, app tray, or the open. Basically, when we have the app tray, when we slide to the upside, in here we have a list of all apps that are downloaded on our phone. But when we change this mode into open, click on switch, you won't simply have that mode. If you slide to the upside, you don't have that app drawer because all of the apps are now on each screen. Simply select the mode that you like the most. I'll stick to the app tray in my case. Okay. You can select the app label, 1 row, 2 rows, or don't show at all. You can lock the home screen layout. When it's locked, basically you cannot change the position of any app. That is, you cannot change its placement simply. So let's say that you have created your perfect layout, your perfect preset. All icons are set in the place that you want. And when you lock your display, you won't accidentally, for example, make a mistake and delete your layout or simply the style that you have just selected. So it's up to you. And down below we have the swipe access. We have Google Feed. It means that when you slide to the left side, you have those articles from the Google. If you select the none, you won't simply have it. Alright, and that's all in this video. Thank you all for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment and subscribe.
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got ThinkPhone 25 and let me share with you how to free up storage without deleting apps. So first of all, I highly recommend to clear cache. So let's start by opening the settings. Here in the settings we have to scroll and find apps, which are right here, and then tap on see all 56 apps. And what I highly recommend to do here is to simply go through all of those apps, especially those which you're using frequently, and to remove cache. So for example, let me choose maybe contacts, just tap on the app, then go to storage and cache. And here we've got this cache section, and basically cache are junk files which are saved by your device. But they are not necessary for the proper usage of the app, and obviously they are occupying a lot of memory. So simply tap on clear cache here, and your device will immediately remove it. So thanks to it, thanks to going through all of those apps, you will be able to release a lot of memory. After that, after this whole clearing cache operation, I highly recommend to first restart your device, or actually simply restart. Simply press the power button and volume up button together once, like that, and then tap on restart. Your device will be automatically powered off and then powered on again, and thanks to it you can kind of confirm all of the changes you've made. Another thing which I highly recommend to do is to check your downloads, because let's be honest, usually we are downloading a lot of stuff and then we forget about it, but obviously it is still stored on our internal storage. So what I highly recommend to do is to simply open your file manager, which is pre-installed usually, or you can use any third-party file manager. Let me go to here. No, not really. So probably in Google. Here we've got the files. So let's tap on it. Okay, continue. And in every file manager you will find the downloads, so this separate folder. So I highly recommend to simply get there and check the files you've got saved here. So if you've got large files or documents you don't really need, I highly recommend to remove them, so you will release the memory. And as a last resort, I mean, maybe it's not a last resort, last but not least, we've got the backup. I do not show it to you. I won't show it here because we've got a separate tutorial which is detailed of how to perform the backup. So I highly recommend to check it. I just wanted to draw your attention to this option because thanks to the backup you will not only store your photos and videos in a secured place, and you will basically secure them from accidental loss or damage to your phone. And the second advantage is that you will be able to actually remove them from your internal storage. Thanks to it you will release memory. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
Hello everybody, welcome to our channel. Today I'm gonna show you how to fix weak signal and boost your network strength on Motorola ThinkPhone 25. So if you're having trouble with weak network signal, here are a few simple fixes you can try. First of all, go to settings, network and internet, and toggle airplane mode and turn it off. This refreshes your network connection and often solves temporary signal issues, but not always. Next, if possible, move to a location with better coverage. Sometimes just stepping outside or moving closer to a window can make a difference. If the problem continues, reset your network settings. Just go to settings, network and internet, Wi-Fi, and click here, this button, and it will reset your internet. Don't worry, this won't delete your data and you'll reconnect to your Wi-Fi again. Another useful trick is to switch your network mode from 4G to 5G. If you have a modern router, it will provide you a normal Wi-Fi and 5G Wi-Fi. So you can try to connect to 5G Wi-Fi or to 4G. Sometimes a lower or higher network mode can actually give you a stronger, more reliable signal. And finally, if all else fails, contact your mobile carrier. There may be a temporary outage or tower maintenance in your region. With these steps, you should be able to boost your network connection and stay connected more reliably. So thanks for watching and subscribe to the channel.
Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how to unlock Motorola ThinkPhone 25 without password. Okay, but before we begin, we need to discuss a few things. First thing is, please only try to unlock your phone, in no other case someone else's, because that might be considered as a crime, and that's also unethical. Second thing is that we need to perform a factory reset using the recovery mode, and we will lose all of our data. If you don't have a backup, I'm sorry, but you will lose everything. It is necessary. And the last thing is that after the reset, when we perform a reset using the recovery mode, during the setup process, our phone will want to verify us, or by typing the current password. Of course, we won't be able to do it because we cannot remember it. But we can select the second method, and we will have to log in into the Google account into which we are logged in before the reset as a confirmation method. Also, if you don't remember it, you might have to perform a bypass of this Google verification. On our channel we have a lot of videos how to perform that. Okay, so if you want to move forward, simply follow my instructions. You can see that in my case also the phone is locked. And now what to do. I can even show you that I have locked it. And now we need to click power button and volume up button, and now click on power off. Oh, actually, it tells us to type the password. So let's do it other way. We'll have to perform a force restart. So let's hold power button and volume up button until the phone turns off, and then we have to quickly change the button sequence. Okay, and now start holding power button and volume down button. Just like that, to launch the fastboot mode first. Now, using the volume keys, find recovery mode and click power button to confirm. Now we need to wait a little bit. Okay, now hold power button and click volume up to launch the recovery mode. Now, using the volume keys, we need to find wipe data / factory reset. Click power button to confirm. It's the last moment to stop, because if you select factory data reset and when you click the button, the deleting process will begin. Okay, now click the power button to confirm. Okay, data wipe complete. Now select reboot system now, click power button to confirm, and now simply wait until your phone turns on. The next thing that you need to do is to go through the setup process. Alright, and that's all in this video. Thank you all for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe.
Hello everybody, welcome to our channel. Today I'm going to show you how to improve battery life on Motorola ThinkPhone 25. If your Motorola ThinkPhone 25 battery drains quickly, I'll show you some easy steps to make it last longer. So, starting off with shortening your screen timeout. To do this, open up your settings, display, down here to screen timeout, and choose a shorter time like 30 seconds or 1 minute. I'll choose 30 seconds. And now your screen will turn off faster when you're not using it, and it will of course save your power. So the next thing you'll need to do in display is turning on the dark theme. As the ThinkPhone 25 has an OLED screen, using dark mode can save power by keeping more pixels turned off. So the next thing is disabling vibrations and haptic. To do this, you'll need to find sound and vibration, scroll down here to vibration and haptics, and make sure it's turned off. And the last thing you can do is restricting your background app activity. To do this, you'll need to go to battery, manage background apps, and use manage background apps. So as it's turned on, you can adjust your background apps and save your battery. So that's it. Thank you for watching. Subscribe. Hello everybody, welcome to our channel. Today I'm gonna show you how to fix phone heating while charging on Motorola ThinkPhone 25. If your phone starts to heat up while charging, don't worry. In many cases it's completely normal, especially when using fast charging. But if it's getting too hot, here's what you can do. First up, check up for apps running in the background, because some apps can cause a lot of power without realizing. So to check it, just open up your settings, down to battery usage, and here you can check which apps are consuming the most energy. So close or uninstall any that you don't really need. Next, always try to use the original charger and cables that came with your device, because low quality chargers can cause overheating and even damage your battery. Also, avoid using your phone while it's charging, especially for things like gaming, video recording, or navigation. These activities generate heat on their own, and combined with charging, it can make the device much warmer. Another simple tip is to remove your phone case while charging. Cases can trap heat and prevent proper cooling. And finally, one of the most valid things, charge your phone in a cool, open, well-ventilated area. Avoid charging under pillows, blankets, or in direct sunlight. By following the steps, you can reduce heat and help protect your battery in the long run. Thank you for watching and subscribe to channel. Hello everybody, welcome to our channel. Today I'm gonna show you what to do if your microphone isn't working on your Motorola ThinkPhone 25. If your microphone isn't working properly, here are some steps you can try to fix the issue. First up, check the microphone opening on your device. Dust and debris can block the sound. Use a non-metallic tool like a wooden toothpick or a soft brush to gently clean your mic part. So next thing, you need to test up your microphone. To do this, open up the voice recorder app. On our phone is recorder. And click this button to check out if your microphone is working and the sound is capturing. Then you can just listen to your saved recording and check up your microphone. If the audio is quiet or distorted, you need to go to settings, sound and vibration, and turn off your background reducer. If this didn't help, restart your phone to safe mode, click your volume up button and power off button. Like this, power off, and reboot to safe mode. So, as your phone rebooted to the safe mode, open up the recorder again and check up for your microphone and make sure the third-party apps are not causing the problems. If the problem is fixed in the safe mode, try to delete the third-party apps you have installed recently that may cause the problem. And last thing, make sure your software is up to date. To do this, get back to the normal mode by clicking restart. So as your phone restarted, open up your settings, go all the way down to system updates and check for updates. If your phone is not updated, then update it, and that might solve the problem. Thank you for watching and subscribe to the channel. Hello everybody, welcome to our channel. Today I'm going to show you how to fix low volume problem on your Motorola ThinkPhone 25. If you're having any kind of trouble hearing anything on your Motorola, whether it's your music, calls or notifications, I'll show you some simple things you can try before rushing to a repair shop. So first up, head into settings, sound and vibration, and make sure your media volume, call volume and ring volume turned on. Next up, double check that do not disturb mode is turned off, because it can sometimes silence audio without you realizing it. So next thing, if that didn't help, give your speakers a quick clean, because dust or lint can easily block sound. You can also try booting your phone into safe mode to see if any apps are causing interference. To do this, you'll need to click and hold your power off button and volume up button, like this. Then click and hold your power off and OK. As you are in the safe mode, you can check up your audio by watching a YouTube video or listening to a music or making a call to someone. So the last thing we'll need to check is your software update. To check this, we need to go back to our normal mode. To do this, you need to click and hold volume up button and power off button and click restart. As your phone have restarted, open up your settings, scroll all the way down to System Updates, click the checkup for updates, got it. And update your software. Thank you for watching, subscribe to our channel.
Hi everybody, and welcome back to the HardReset.Info channel. Today I do have the Motorola ThinkPhone 25, and I'm going to tell you the best features and tricks for your phone, dedicated for the students and travelers. And actually, the first thing for me to you is that here in this phone we do have something called Smart Connect and PC integration. The ThinkPhone 25 supports a feature called the Smart Connect via Motorola, of course, which lets you link your phone with your tablet or PC. And for example, you can share files, use your phone as a webcam, or use phone app directly on the larger screen. Why is it beneficial? You can quickly move lecture notes, images, videos, or study material from phone to a laptop. When traveling, you might use the phone's camera as a webcam in a hotel or convert it to a secondary screen. And yes, I do recommend really using this option because I thought that only Apple does have it, but as I can see, not only. The second thing that we have here in this phone is a feature called DRAM Boost. Actually, it's in every single Android phone, maybe not every single, but in most of the Android phones. But I do recommend using this feature on this phone. At first, go to the settings and now scroll all the way down to the About phone. Tap on the RAM, and as you can see, here they have something called AI Auto. Select this option. It's using AI learning and which is optimizing the memory. And of course, the usage of the RAM may be up to 8 GB. So as you can see, the device memory is 8 GB, and RAM Boost currently does have the 4 GB set. It can dynamically set your RAM. So yes, this is the very, very beneficial for us, and especially when we want to play some games offline, some maybe more not that lightweight games on our phone when we travel without the internet. This is very, very high on benefit. Apart from that, we can go back to the settings menu with a moment, and here we can go back, and here we can now go and search for the SIM cards and management of the SIM cards. So at first we need to go to the network and internet, and here mobile data. As you can see, I don't have any SIM inserted now, but what is that beneficial for us? It's that this phone supports dual SIM, Nano plus eSIM, or 2 Nano SIMs. As you can see, SIM 1 and SIM 2, and broad network compatibility. And this tip is more dedicated for travelers rather than students. You can configure primary SIM for the home base and activate a local eSIM or second SIM when abroad. In settings, here you can manage the data, how many data you want to use, etc., etc. And yeah, to you students, being able to have both home number and eSIM or work number helps you won't miss call or get messages delayed. Yes, that's it for this feature. Now we can go back and go straight to the display. Here in the display, as you can see, if we scroll a little bit down, we can see something called the night light. You can enable the night light, and apart from that, enable the flicker prevention. Keep the screen from flickering in dark environments. Turning this on may cause screen noise and color distortion. Actually, don't really have to care about that much about this screen noise and color distortion. The most important thing is that we will have the flicker prevention. And why is it useful? For long study sessions or reading on the go, train or plane or something like that, reducing the blue light with this button over here and flicker over here helps to reduce the eye strain. Go here and do so. And apart from that, we can manage the screen refresh rate, but this is only a cosmetic, not that helpful. Here you can select the 120 Hz. As you can see, it's smoother, but does have the higher battery consumption. You can select auto, but I do recommend having 120 Hz for the best smoothness. And apart from that, here we can go back and scroll down till we see the battery over here. Here in the battery, and the thing we have here is that we do have here the fast wire charging, 68 watts, and wire charging, 15 watts. Here, for the travel and students, here if we tap on the battery saver, we do have something called maximum battery saver. If we tap it, we can tap yes, and as you can see, what it does, it restricts system functions to save the most battery. You won't have the lock screen, you won't have anything, you can just send a message or something like that. And if we enable this, as you can see, we do have only the applications like Play Store, like settings, like messages, like phone, but no third-party applications or no system applications like model or camera, etc. How to disable this mode? You can scroll here to the control panel and prolong it, and here search for the icon of the power saving mode. As you can see, tap it and disable this mode. It's that easy. And that's about it for the battery. Apart from that, we can go here to the charge boost and enable the charge boost over here. When charge boost is on, your phone will optimize charging by safely boosting charging speed. This process might heat up your device. I do really recommend having this option on, is because when you want to charge your phone quickly because you are in a hurry, this can help very much. And apart from that, we can go back and scroll all the way down to the about phone. About phone, pardon me, to the system updates. Here, tap check for updates. And as I can see here, I do have some update. This is the Android 15 update, but that's not about the updates and the other Android 15. What I do really recommend you in this phone, and what I do want to tell you, is that one of the big advantages of the Motorola phone, this one, is that here they have 5 years of the OS upgrades and plus this security maintenance. Also, the phone has a functional enterprise-grade security site. And yes, you may ask me why it's good. Yes, for students relying on mobile for study material and cloud sync, and trouble handling booking sensitive data, staying secure and updated is vital. So yes, it's very important actually. And what about the rest of this? We have here something here called the Google Play, but I don't think that I do have to explain what the Google Play is. We can install some cool applications, like for example Adobe Scan. We have it built in the camera, for example, or something like that. We can use offline translation. We can use offline maps, like in Google Maps, and we can actually download every single resource that you want from the Play Store or every other thing. And as for the Motorola phone, I don't know what to say else actually, but what can I recommend to the students also is that if we go back to the settings and go back to the display, here we can go and tap, wait a moment, where was that? We have to scroll down a little bit and tap screen timeout. If you are learning something, if you are in the process of learning something, you can tap 30 minutes or just set it to 15 seconds and enable the attentive display. Prevents your screen from turning off if you're looking at it. It's very useful and cool, especially when you have your phone in front of your face. You can have 15 seconds without changing it, and you'll have this option if you want to read something without having your phone turned off. And actually, that's it for this video. If you found it helpful, please consider subscribing to the channel and leave a like under our video. It's very important to us to have your feedback, so please leave a comment in the comment section down below. And as I said, that's it. How it helps you, and have a nice day. Goodbye!
Hello, in this video I'm going to show you the best settings for gaming on Motorola ThinkPhone 25. Okay, before we start playing, it's always good to open up the settings, and let's make sure that we are using the highest refresh rate possible. To check it, find Display, now find Display refresh rate, and make sure that it's set on 120 Hz. Remember that you will have a little bit bigger battery consumption, but thanks to that we'll have better animations. But you need to remember that not each game supports 120 Hz refresh rate. Everything depends on the game, because sometimes the game is only locked, for example, on 90 or only on 60 FPS. But it's always good to set it in the settings. Now, also before you start playing, it's always good to open up the recent apps, and if you have things open in the background, simply close them up manually, because they're only taking your RAM away, and that is why your device might not be working with the best performance. Also, on our Motorola we have the inbuilt game center. But first, let's launch the game. Also, for this video I have picked the game in which we can change the graphic settings for best performance. So let me show you that. Let's wait until it loads. Now open up the settings. Everything will depend, of course, in the game that you are playing, because not each game supports changing the graphics. But in here, the most important thing is setting up the frame rate into maximum value. You can see that when it comes to the Asphalt game, the maximum frame rate is only 60 FPS, but it's always good to set it on the maximum value. And when it comes to the advanced settings, if you want to have the best performance and the best FPS, you should select everything on low, just like that. But if you would like to have the best quality, you just need to simply max out those settings, or you can find and customize your own preset and shuffle a little bit to create your perfect options. And now we have that inbuilt game center that I was talking about before. You can see this gamepad icon that it's on the left side. We need to simply tap on that, just like that. Now we have this menu, and let's make sure that when we click on performance mode, it's set on the turbo. Thanks to that, the temperature will increase a little bit, but we will have the best FPS possible. Also, in here you can quickly change your brightness. You can monitor the RAM usage, CPU usage, and also the temperature of your core. And below we have also a few cool things. We can monitor our FPS. If you click on that, you can also block the incoming calls. It is a really cool thing, because thanks to that, you can see the FPS right here, right now. This function is really cool. Click on allow, because we won't simply get distracted when someone will call us. We won't see a notification on our whole screen. Simply the call will be blocked. Same thing with the notifications. Pretty cool thing. When it comes to the locked mode, we won't accidentally quit the game, and we won't touch any button by a misclick. So it's also good to do. I'm wondering if there's more that I want to tell you, but I think, yeah, that is all. Okay, and that's all in this video. Thank you all for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment and subscribe. Hello, in this video I'm going to show the security tricks on Motorola ThinkPhone 25. Okay, so first let's open up the settings and let's scroll down until we find the security and privacy. Let's tap on that first, and you can see that we have a first notification that tells us that we should set the screen lock. You know, that's like the key level and the most important part of our security level. So let's set it up. Currently I have non-screen lock, but we also have the pattern, pin or the password. Don't even look at the swipe because you can see down below that it provides no security. In my case, I'll show you the pattern. You can see that we have those 9 dots on the screen, and to create a pattern we need to connect at least 4 of them. So simply create your pattern. If you would like to try again, simply click on clear. If you want to save, click on next, and now redraw it to confirm. Just like that, pretty easy thing. Then click on done, and now our screen lock has been set. Also, we can go again into device unlock, because also we have the face unlock and the fingerprint unlock. And let me show you the fingerprint. It is also really useful to set it up. First type your screen lock to confirm, and now click on setup. Click on get it, and now in here on the bottom edge we have this sensor. Now all we need to do is to simply place our finger on it, and when we feel a vibration we need to lift up the finger. Just like that. You can see that we have a bar in here in the middle, and we need to repeat that process until it gets to the opposite edge. Okay, actually it's a square, so we need to fulfill it. Remember that your finger should be clean, same thing with your screen, so everything will be registered properly. Okay, fingerprint added. If you want, you can add another one. In my case, I'll click on done because I don't want more of them. And now let me show you how it works. Let's begin with the normal screen lock with the pattern. Slide to the upside, draw your pattern, boom, the phone gets unlocked. Pretty easy thing. Now let's try with the fingerprint. Place your finger on that sensor, boom, and the phone also unlocks. Pretty easy thing. If you want to set the face, simply tap on that and follow the instruction on the screen. Next thing, we have the app security. Let's tap on that. And let's perform a Google Play Protect scan. Currently it says that no harmful apps has been found, but let's click on manually on the scan button just to make sure. Okay, everything is fine. It's always good to check from time to time, is everything okay? If something will be wrong, simply follow the instruction on the screen and I'm sure that you will solve your problem. Now let's close that. Let's get back. Now, the account security. And let's click first on Google Security Checkup. Just like that. In here, if something would be wrong, you would see a notification. In my case, everything is fine. Now, the password checkup. In here, basically, you can see, do you have some compromised passwords? Are your passwords unique? And are your passwords strong? I think that I don't need to tell you that you should keep your passwords strong. They should be unique. Don't use the same password for everything, because there's a huge chance that if someone will break your password, he might want to try to use it on other things. For example, he might want to log into your Gmail, your social media accounts, your bank account. So you should avoid that situations. And of course avoid passwords such as ABCD 12345, because even a child could break that kind of a password. So let's get back. Now let's go into device finders, and we have something called the Find Hub. Let's tap on that. Make sure that allow the device to be located feature is enabled. And now down below we also have the remote lock. That is also really useful thing. Thanks to that, we can remotely lock the screen of our device when it gets lost or stolen, so no one will get our data. You need to enable it right in here. Also verify yourself, but you need to have your SIM card inserted or eSIM activated. In my case, I don't have it, so it says that I need to insert it. But don't worry, if you are day-to-day user of this device, I'm sure that you have your SIM card inserted. And now, how it works. On any device, go to android.com/log, enter your device phone number to lock its screen. No sign-in or Google account needed. So it's really cool thing. Worth enabling. And now, when it comes to the Find Hub, we have two ways how to use it. We have the app and also the web. Let me show you with the web. Basically, when this device gets stolen, we need to do the things that I'm currently showing you on any other device, or for example on PC. And the very important thing, you need to log in into the same Google account on which you were logged in on your lost or stolen Motorola. Now, thanks to that, as you can see, we have our Motorola right in here. If you tap on that, currently I cannot remotely lock it because I'm using this device. But for example, I'll show you that on the Galaxy tab. You will have something like that. You can secure your device. Simply, you can lock your screen remotely, or even perform a factory reset. You'll have the same options on your if you select your Motorola on any other device. So that's a pretty cool thing, worth using. Make sure that this feature is enabled. Okay, let's get back. Now, system and updates, and let's click on security update. It's always good to use the latest version of your software. As you can see, in my case, it's being updated. But for now, I will skip that because I have other things to show you. If you have possibility to download the update, you should do this ASAP. Same thing with the Google Play system update. I have possibility to download the update. I won't do it right now, of course, because I want to show you other stuff. But you should do this ASAP. And also, after the downloading process, you might have to restart your device to complete the update. And the last thing in here is the backup of the data. It is one of my favorite things. I always have a backup of my data on all of my devices. And let's create a one on the Motorola. It is really useful because let's say that, again, our device gets lost or stolen. We know that we probably won't get it back. And thanks to the backup, we can still restore our data, our photos, our contacts, all of our apps on any other device. Thanks to the backup. In this case, this backup is created on our Google account in the cloud of it. So you need to remember into which Google account you are logged into. You can check it in the settings. Actually, I'll show you that right in here. And if you want to restart that backup in the future, you'll need to be logged in into the same Google account on which you made the backup. But first, let's turn it on. Select those two things and click on confirm. Okay, now we have backup details down below. Click on photos and videos first. Make sure that they are enabled. And same thing with other device data. Make sure it's enabled. Oh, and in here we can see the Google account that we are currently logged into. On that account, our backup will be saved and stored. Also, make sure that you have some free space right in here. And now, click on Backup Now button. Now I also need to confirm by drawing my lock screen. The process will start. In here, a small circle should appear at any second. Okay, here it is. It's going to slowly fulfill. I hope that you can see that. Basically, when it disappears, it means that our backup has been successfully created. It's going to take a little bit, so I'll see you once it's done. Okay, you can see on the other device data right now that the backup has been successfully created. It says 0 minutes ago, so that means that everything went successfully. Now we can go back. That's all on the system and updates. And now, let's get back. On our Motorola, we also have an inbuilt security center. Find the Moto folder. It should be created automatically, and find Moto Secure. Tap on that. Click on Get Started. And now, we can scan for the threats on our device, so let's perform that. Click on Scan Now. It's going to look for potential threats. It's always good to do it from time to time. Alright, It says it's very good. So everything is fine. And we also have suggestions about secure folder and the auto lock. I'll show you that in a second. In here, yeah, actually, let's go straight into a secure folder. Let's tap on that. We can click on allow to send us notifications, click on continue, simply go through. Okay, we need to log in into our Google account to create it. Alright, let's wait a little bit. Okay, now we need to choose a lock for our secure folder. Again, we have pattern, pin, or the password. And once again, I will select the pattern. I'm also going to use the same as I had on my lock screen, but you should select a different one. I'm just showing you how to do it. Click on confirm to save it. Oh, okay, actually we need to set a different one. Wait, what's going on? Okay, now we can also set the fingerprint. We can enable it to use it as an unlock method. And now in here, if you want, you can click on the plus button, and in here you can add your files and also the apps to keep in your secure folder. A pretty cool thing. It can prevent unwanted people from getting access into your data. And now let's go with the auto lock. Automatically lock your phone when you move away from a trusted location, device, or Wi-Fi network. Pretty cool thing. Click on explore, and in here you can add the trusted places, trusted devices, and trusted networks. I'm wondering if there's something more that I would like to tell you and show you, but I think that's basically all. The last thing is, I will tell you that you should avoid downloading things away from the Play Store. I mean, you shouldn't download things, for example, from the browser, because there's a chance that you might accidentally download a virus. So always check what you are actually downloading. And if you want, you can download some third-party antivirus apps from the Play Store. Simply open it up, type antivirus, you'll have a whole list of apps that you can download. But remember that before downloading anything, it's always good to simply see the reviews about that app. But in my personal opinion, the inbuilt virus scanner that is provided by the Motorola Secure is completely enough, and it works pretty okay. Alright, and that's all in this video. Thank you all for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe.
Hello everybody, welcome to our channel. Today I'm gonna show you what to do if your battery percentage is not showing on your Motorola ThinkPhone 25. If your Motorola ThinkPhone 25 isn't showing the battery percentage, don't worry, I'll show you how to fix it in just a few seconds. So, what you'll need to do is open your settings, go all the way down to battery, and all the way down to battery percentage. Click on it and you will have your battery percentage shown right here. And if it's not working for you for some reasons, don't panic. I'll show you how to fix it. Click here and hold. Click widgets, Moto widgets, right here. Click on the first one, add, and here you can adjust it just like you want. This, and here you can check your battery status also. So here it is. If the first option is not working for you, you can make it like this. That's it. Thank you for watching. Subscribe.
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got ThinkPhone 25 and let me share with you how to clear cache and speed up your device thanks to it. So let's begin with opening the settings. And here we have to scroll and find the section connected with the apps. So find apps and then tap on it. Then tap on see all 56 apps, of course 56 in my case. And here we've got the list of all apps which are currently installed on this device. And what I highly recommend to do is to actually go through all of those apps, especially those which you're using frequently, and remove cache. So let me go, for example, to this one. Just tap on the specific app, then go to storage and cache. And here we've got this cache section. Basically, cache are junk files which are saved by your device, but they are not necessary for the proper usage of the app, and they might interfere sometimes, and for sure they are occupying memory. So simply tap on clear cache here, and as you can see, your device will immediately remove cache. I do not recommend tapping on clear storage unless you wish to make the app brand new. So as I said, simply go through all of those apps and remove cache. And obviously, for one app, there's not a lot of cache saved. But if we'll take all of those apps under consideration, we can really release a lot of memory. And after that, after removing cache, I highly recommend to simply power off your device and power it on again. You can simply restart it. All you have to do is to press the power button and the volume up button together once, just like that, and here either power off or restart, so your device will do everything automatically. This operation will simply confirm all of the changes you've made by removing cache. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got ThinkPhone 25, and let me share with you how to use secret codes on this device. So let's begin with opening the dialer. Tap on the keypad, and let's start with the shortest codes. The first one is *#06#. And as you can see, by this code we are provided with both the main numbers and the serial number of this device. So let's tap on OK, and now another code, which is *#07#. So as you can see, pretty similar to the previous one, and thanks to it we can open regulatory information connected with this device. Another code is *#4636 #***, and here we are in the testing mode. So basically we can check the information about our device. So we've got NFC settings, we can check some info, Wi-Fi info. So for example, we can check the status. So let's refresh the stats. Here we've got the information such as SSID or network ID. You can also run ping test here. Here you can also enter usage statistics. So here we've got the list of all apps which are currently on this device, and you can sort them by usage time, app name or last time used. We've got also phone information. So we can check the things like, for example, the email number, phone number, car network, data service, voice service, or signal strength. However, you will be able to check the information if you've got your SIM card inserted. If you do not have one, you will not be able to check the information. Right here you can run ping test, and after tapping on the 3-dot icon here you can, for example, view service dialing numbers. And you've got also debugging information. Alright, another code is *#426 #***, and here we are in the diagnostics, so you can check the server, host, port, time connected. You can also tap on events, and here we've got some further details. After tapping on the 3-dot icon, you can show advanced view, so just tap on it, and here we've got the status. And now we've got much more information. So for example, the heartbeat, last ping, or HB algorithm. Let's go back, and the last code, which will open the engineering mode, and the code for it is *#2486 #***. And here we are in the test, kind of. After tapping on the menu mode, we can check our device. So basically, for example, let's tap on the battery and tap on battery information, and here your device will will show you the information about the battery, obviously. So for example, the health, whether it is good or not, the battery status, whether the battery can still recognize the charger, the voltage level, the current level, of course, whether it is actually present, so whether your device is still detecting it, etc. So that's quite nice. You can also check the display, so for example, test patterns. We can open the grayscale, and if you can see the grayscale all across the screen without any kind of missing spots, missing pixels, it means that the screen is good and it shows everything as it should be. Here we've got white with black border, which is actually tricky because we've got this frame around the screen. So maybe bright color bar, and the same with this one. So basically you can check the patterns whether everything is all right. You've got also, for example, the sensor, the touch panel, touch screen, maybe touch screen. Let's check the diagonal. Basically all you have to do is to put your finger on the circle and draw it across the screen to check whether everything is all right. And if you've got it in green, I mean when the screen becomes green, it means that we've passed the test and everything is okay. So here we've got another one. As you can see, we have to simply draw the lines to check whether everything is all right. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
Hello everybody, welcome to our channel. Today I'm gonna show you what to do if your speakers doesn't work on your Motorola ThinkPhone 25. If your device sound isn't working, don't worry. I'll show you some quick fixes you can try. First up, check your volume settings. To do this, go to Settings, Sound and Vibration, and make sure your media volume, call volume and ring volume are turned on. Next up, inspect the speaker, because dust and lint can block the sound, making it seem like the speaker is broken, and use a soft brush to gently clean the speaker grill. Also, make sure your Bluetooth is turned off, because if Bluetooth is on, your phone might be sending sound to a paired device, like earbuds or a speaker. So to check it up, just swipe up here and make sure your Bluetooth is off. If the issue continues, try booting your device in safe mode. This helps you check whether the third-party app is interfering with your sound. And to do this, you'll need to press and hold your power and volume up button. Click and hold your power off and reboot to safe mode. So, as your phone restarted in a safe mode, you can see here, safe mode, you can check your sound. So let's try. So as you can hear, it's working properly. And if the sound doesn't work, then the problem is likely with your system or hardware. So make sure to reboot again to normal system, just click restart and you'll restart to normal mode, and make sure to check up for hardware updates. So as I'm back to normal mode, I open up my settings and go all the way down to system updates and click check for updates and update your software. So this might fix your speaker problems. So thank you for watching and subscribe to the channel.